Hello guys, welcome back to the Java tutorials. In this tutorial we're going to learn about concurrency. Now it might sound a bit weird by the word concurrency, but it's not. It's just a simple concept of having an agreement between threads so that they use one resource at a time. I mean, they use a particular resource one by one. You know, like if you have so consider a situation where two threads are trying to access a file and one of them is writing stuff to it and another one is sort of deleting stuff from it. So I mean, if you have that sort of situation, then it's going to be a disastrous situation. Or consider a case where two threads are trying to print a file to a printer, and since two threads are trying to access at the same time, the printer would print a line from one file and then a line from another file, which is just going to be crazy and impractical. So in that case, concurrency is required. Concurrency is like having a sort of law and order between threads that, okay, you access this particular resource now, and you wait, and until that, and after that thread finishes accessing that particular resource, then okay, now you are finished with it. Now you do it. Now you access the particular resource, and so it's kind of a some sort of law and order in programming. I'm just gonna create a new JFrame form, which is gonna be easier for us. And inside this JFrame form, I'm just gonna drag two controls, button, and a text area. And I'm just gonna say button 1. I'm just gonna create a little for loop. I less than 10, I plus plus, and in here I'm just gonna create two threads. Thread T1 equals new thread. Now, if you're wondering what this style of programming is, this is called making anonymous classes, and this is not the right way really, but it's just the easy way to do stuff. Now I'm going to create a new method which is going to act like a resource. So public void do stuff string thread name, and this is going to say line, and there we go. So yeah, and I'm just gonna say here do stuff T1, and this is just a simple programming and you know it. So thread T2 do stuff thread 2, and then I'm going to start T1 dot start, come on, T2 dot start. Yep. So we started two threads and it's in a loop, so it's going to create 20 threads accessing the same resource at the same time. And I'm just going to run this program. And I'm just going to click this J button, and we'll see. Oh, okay, we'll see here. That's just wrong. Oh my god. That is very, very embarrassing. Sorry, guys. Because I usually do out.print lines a lot more. So okay, now as you see here, thread 1 access started, thread 2 access started, thread 2 access started, thread 2 access started, thread 1 access. What the hell is this? This is supposed to be thread 1 access started doing stuff, thread 1 access finished, thread 2 access started, and stuff like that. This is disastrous. Okay, so So now you know that we need to have some law and order in this particular situation, because if this kind of stuff is working in real life, then it's going to be disastrous. So the simple alternative to this is to use the word synchronized. However, there are certain alternatives that you can use, like semaphores and stuff like that, to gain greater amount of to gain greater control of the situation. So, however, for this tutorial, I'm just gonna make it simple for everyone. So I'm going to say synchronized public synchronized void do stuff, and I'm just going to run this code. That's my boy. Look at this now. Thread 1 access started doing stuff. Thread 1 access finished. Now, for some reason, it's doing thread 1. So here, thread 1 is going to be another instance of the thread 1. So thread 1 access started doing stuff. Thread 1 access finished. Thread 1 access started doing stuff. Thread 1, thread 1, thread 1, thread 1, thread 1. Okay. Thread 2 access started finally doing stuff. Thread 2 access finished. Thread 2 access started and stuff like that. So now you guys know that we can have this sort of law and order in terms of programming. You know, you can say, okay, you stop, you are being ridiculous. You thread, stop. Thread 2 is a bit more nicer to me. So, okay, thread 2, you go first and you access this sort of resource. And okay, now thread 2 has finished accessing this particular resource. Okay, thread 1, now you can go and stuff like that. So, well, that is the basic concept behind concurrency. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I'll see you guys later, and more videos. So till then, bye bye, see ya, and have a great one.